Got a stick. What is this?
That's a water slide.
This is really a water slide?
Huh?
Wow. This is pretty cool.
But I used to pull that stuff off of the tree in my neighborhood regularly.
Wow.
All right.
Look at that water slide. Look at that water slide. Out here on a nature hike. Out here at one of the dopest nature places. What are they looking for? What you cut?
No, we're looking at a cricket frog right now. Anyway, that's our smallest species of frog. So if you do see them, they're pretty common around the banks of the lake here. They're called Blanchard's cricket frogs because they're really tiny and they kind of sound like crickets. Yeah, anyway, back to this tree. So this is a flowering dogwood, Missouri state tree. In the early spring, they're one of the first things that bloom, them along with redbud, and you'll also see like our invasive species like Callery pear, which is a not good one. See another frog? Cleavers. I think it is. This is a really fun plant. This is called cleavers.
Can you eat that?
You cannot, but you can stick it on people like Velcro.
Oh, can I see it? Can I see it? Can I try?
They've got little hooked hairs on them. So if you feel it, it's very rough.
I'm just saying.
You just threw it at my dad. Throw it at Zach.
That one's kind of small. It doesn't have a lot of stickiness. Yep. Anyway,
Which is a good thing. That's very cool.
Cleavers.
Okay, I want to take a picture on YouTube.
Oh, bed straws. It's in the
There's Snake Lake. It's called Snake Lake.
I think you should subscribe right now. Oh, you want to take a video? Wait, 3, 2, wait. How many
Oh, that's actually called an ovipositor, and they do not.
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. I hope you guys subscribe. I know they did. DJ and Nteg. My brother and I like to just try to Alright, we do. Nteg.
See any poisonous flowers out here?
Any what?
Like poison ivy, poison oak.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see poison ivy. I don't see any right now. I do see, this is a poison ivy lookalike. This one's called Virginia creeper. It's not actually poison ivy, and I don't know, I'm not 100% sure why it gets confused for poison. I think just because it grows, it's a vine as well. So people, I think, just see a vine and think, oh, it's probably poison ivy.
Poison ivy.
But Virginia creeper is probably more common, honestly, and it always has the 5 palmate leaves coming off instead of the 3 leaves on poison ivy.
You guys are going to be able to name all these things with fairies,
Yeah,
right?
there's gonna be a
How do you get poison ivy off of you?
off of you? That's a good question. I've heard the sap from an orange jewelweed plant is supposedly helpful. We might see orange jewelweed actually.
What about what do you call it? Vaseline.
Like using Vaseline to get it off? Probably. So the chemical in poison ivy is called urusol, and it's like oil, basically, is what it is. So oil.
Do we use that oil for anything?
You can use it to get a rash. It just causes a rash.
Oh.
But you can basically, anything that's an oil can be taken off with another oil, which is why I've heard diesel fuel is really good for getting poison ivy off, or motor oil.
Really?
Good for removing it. I'm not actually allergic to poison ivy. I've never gotten it.
And slap some 5W30 on there, huh?
But I've heard that it is a thing that is helpful. This is,
Call.
and American elm. So this is an American elm tree. There's 2 ways to tell. So this is one of our, I think there's like 5 elms in Missouri, but you're only going to see 3 of them around these parts. Rock elm and water elm both are like way down in Boot Hill, Missouri. I'd be super surprised to find one of those. But American elm's pretty darn common. It's easy to remember, so you can either, so slippery elm is the other one, and that one you can scrape a little bit of bark off, and if it gets really slippery like a mucus, then that's slippery elm. You can actually eat the bark on slippery elm.
Really?
Can I
It's
try it?
also, well, we don't have, this is an American elm.
All right.
If I do see one, you can try it. It's, oh, it's got another name that's like, something like winter survival bark or something. Yeah, don't eat just random twigs. It's called like winter survival or something like that. And because people can eat it in the winter, it's about the only thing around that's edible in the winter. That's got some
wanna try
level
it
of
on me?
calorie. It's not very fun to eat. It's very,
try it on me.
when you chew on it, the mucus starts to come out. What's
Not
up?
me?
Mucus starts to come out. It's not very tasty. The other way to tell an American elm is if you scrape the
Yeah,
bark.
just tie it on me
Nah, this one's too young. On an older tree,
with
if
this.
you scrape the bark, it'll have brown and white stripes in the bark, which kind of looks like the American flag. Makes it easier to
Just
remember.
wrap it around. Just like that.
Is it good?
Yeah.
That's the roots are used to make sarsaparilla. Oh, good, there's leaves down here.
Oh, that's root beer. Sarsaparilla is the vine.
Sorry?
Sarsaparilla is the vine.
I think they use the roots.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like sassafras is for root beer. Sarsaparilla is for sarsaparilla.
No, I'm pretty sure. You can double check me, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, but you can use it to make, because I thought sarsaparilla was like was the base ingredient in root beer, but then they changed it because it was sarsaparilla is usually alcoholic. So yeah, these are, well, this one doesn't smell very good, but a little bit. It's supposed to smell kind of sweet, almost like Fruit Loops. If I can get a good one. Just take it. If it doesn't smell really strong, kind of crush it up a little bit. Because you need the oils out of the leaf.
That does smell like food.
Does it smell a little sweet? That one's a really fun one.
Bro, we're so sweaty.
Don't eat it though. I don't know if it's poisonous, but I wouldn't eat it because I don't know.
Do not eat it, guys.
What is that? What if you just fell into the lake? Then we'll need to save him.
Yeah, we'll have to save them.
This is an invasive plant, so this is one that's not supposed to be here.
Kill it.
I would, but I don't have gloves, and this is actually a species of rose called multiflora rose. So it's covered, no, but it is covered in a lot of small thorns, so I can't grab it without my gloves. So I'm not going to uproot it, I just cut this little piece off.
poisonous.
Yeah. I take it back. This is not the non-native one. This is actually Carolina rose, the native rose.
How do you know all these?
So you can tell a non-native, if I find one later, I'll keep this with me. But this is called a stipule at the base of the leaf. So this is actually this whole thing is one leaf. And each of these things that look like leaves are actually leaflets. That leafy material at the base of the stem is called a stipule. And on a multiflora rose, it'll have all these fringes hanging off. Kind of looks like a biker jacket with like fringe hanging off. And these ones are very tidy and neat. So that's how you know it's a Carolina rose, which is the only, there's a couple other roses in Missouri, but we only have Carolina roses.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Are you gonna be catching snakes?
Only if we find one.
Can
And
I
it'll
see
just
it?
be me.
'Cause I really like snakes. Okay, if you
If I find a snake, yeah, if I find a snake.
Ooh. I don't care for snakes, so I'll be standing way back.
But they do help you with the medicine.
You want to find a snake frog, you want to walk around with the thing.
Oh. Be careful. Be careful.
No, these are all good. All those little guys. This triangle-shaped plant, I believe, is called arrowhead.
Don't fall in, guys.
Aptly named. Yeah, you don't want to fall in. Wet shoes would be uncomfortable. Oh, there goes a bullfrog. You see that one?
That one right there?
That big splash, his head just popped up. There. Yep, right about where you just hit with the water. Yeah, you gotta watch it careful.
Joshua, be careful on the edge, bro.
Here's some nice wildflowers. This is a common roadside flower.
This is Snake Lake. Be careful on the edge, fellas.
Don't walk in there. Most of that's poison ivy around it. So anything, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not allergic to poison ivy. I'm not gonna touch it because I forget and I'll like hand somebody else. This is poison ivy. You can also
You have to be allergic to poison ivy to get poison ivy
yeah,
rashes.
about 85% of people are allergic to poison
So
ivy.
how do you know if I'm allergic?
I don't.
You don't want to find out?
I tested. I've never gotten it.
Can I test it?
No.
No.
I've tested it before on myself by taking some and rubbing it on my arm. So early this year, I had to catch a rooster that somebody dumped on one of our conservation areas, and by the time I pinned it, I was standing in chest-high poison ivy, and that pretty much confirmed. You see one? Don't spook him.
Guys, you guys are like so close.
Where is it?
Oh, it'll probably pop up about 20 feet down. Yeah, if you see one, you want to be quiet. I'll come over and catch them. So that was probably a northern water snake, which is the most common, well, probably the only thing you're going to see in this pond.
That's a big spider right underneath this thing.
Probably a fishing spider. That one's called arrowhead. That plant.
You just like
Yeah, right underneath this plant, bro. That's a spider. You see that thing? What's that? I'm not swimming in here. No, not today. Not today. Bro,
Yeah.
what if one just comes into the
The
hood?
water snakes are actually scared of people, as we just saw. That one got away about as quick as possible from us. They don't like people. They don't like noise. They're also not very smart.
What, spiders?
Snakes. Water snakes. Not very smart.
See that?
Joshua, don't pick that frog up.
Do those bite?
That one's actually green.
Oh, really?
It's either a bullfrog or a green frog. Hard to tell when they're small.
nice thing I ever heard from
We can take that frog to the terrarium. No, you're gonna kidnap the frog.
So people actually swim in this lake even though it's snakes in it?
Why is it following me?
Is that like normal for people to do?
Sure. I mean, if you ever swim in anywhere outside, there's probably snakes in there.
Really?
Any river, any pond, any lake. Not surprised. I've seen them. We've got ponds on the conservation areas I work at. There's a pond there. Couldn't be more than 20 feet across, and I found water snakes just like.
Jeez Louis.
They don't need much water, just enough for frogs so they can eat the frogs.
Man.
Let's see. This is wild grape, summer grape. I don't think there's any grapes on it.
Never seen it again.
Right.
I don't
Jeez.
see any. We might see some later with actual grapes on them, and it's growing.
Don't get too close to the water, fellas.
On my phone so I could identify this.
Coral mushroom.
Coral mushroom. I was guessing it had coral in the name.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was.
Non-native.
You guys always swap native
rose?
knowledge.
Isn't that rose?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
one's multiflora, and the other one in my hand is Carolina rose. So this is the invasive rose that I was going to talk about earlier. And I realized I had
Joshua, bro, Joshua,
So
how can you put that down?
about 'em.
How can you possibly learn anything that he's teaching all the way over there? You too late.
So if you look at the base of each of these leaves, see that one's got all these hairs hanging off of it, and that one's just got two very tiny, little crab spiders.
A little crab spider where?
On my finger there. Nah,
Look at that.
I think he's too small. Hanging by his web. I'll go put him back on the plant.
Will he
Yeah,
bite
you
you?
can see him. Probably not. I think he's a little small.
Thank you for yelling at me.
Uh-oh, he's behind you.
Nah, he'll drift with the wind. I think I'm 3 of them.
Yeah.
Why? The webs are so.
This is a willow, but I don't know my willows too well, so I can only make a guess that it's probably like prairie willow or something like that. I don't know that for sure. That's a huge rose bush. That was probably not this kind of silver-looking plant right here.
Mr. Parker.
So yeah, a lot of people. What?
Is there leeches?
If there are, they're not the kind that suck blood.
Why don't you just go across the lake?
Thank you for preserving habitable. If there's leeches in here,
Anyway, this
Hey guys.
walk away from it. This silver plant is another invasive. It's called It's pretty. It's very pretty, and it stays green. It turns green really fast in the year, and it stays green longer than everything else, which gives it an unfair advantage against other plants. So it outcompetes them and grows really wild. This one's kind of secluded. There might be a thicket back behind it.
Oh, maybe what?
That's that plant right there. It's perfect. Lavender.
That looks like tall bellflower from here, but I can walk up to it. I actually saw a bellflower.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's tall bellflower. That's a pretty one. It's about the same color as another flower called chicory.
Look at the dragonfly. Do they bite?
I'm so dragonflies?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've
There's a
never
lot
had
of
one bite me.
dragonflies over by the lake.
This is an annoying plant called ragweed.
Oh
So,
yeah, ragweed.
If anybody's ever has allergies, probably ragweed's
Yeah,
fault.
my brother is allergic to ragweed.
Ragweed grows everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's super annoying. If you kick it, spores come out, and they
Kick
clog
it,
up
kick
your
it,
nose.
kick it, kick it.
Makes me
No.
sneeze.
Me too.
Honeysuckle. Most people. It grows everywhere. It's annoying.
My parents hate me. Question.
Yep.
Actually, so nicely. Something I wanted to ask.
On the flowers, and you suck the honey out?
Right, you are nice. Sure. I've known her long. All you're doing is give me that. Wait, are they edible?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Don't trust any berries. I actually picked some plums today while I was at work. I was gonna let you guys eat one because I don't think we have any plum trees here, but they're not ripe yet. I tried. But you can look at them when we get back. You walk along the edge, you can sometimes scoop the bass out from the shelf. Yeah.
There's bass in here?
Yep.
There's bass? Tiger bass or just regular?
Mostly spotted and large.
Look at that. Largemouth bass? You
You go fishing?
Is there? Yeah, some further.
Why'd you stand up down?
I was tossing it over.
Why do you always keep it over there?
They use that to, if it's really hot out and the blob's hot, so when you land on it, you're not burning your skin, they'll spray it with water.
That's a lot of moss right there.
With butter. Real butter?
Water.
Oh, water.
Lather it up.
Man, I'm like, why do they spray it with butter?
You can fry on.
I'm telling you. It's just bacon out there, man. What was that? Oh, it went that way.
Oh, you got frog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they can like just like go in the grass like that.
You wouldn't do that?
This is a pretty small, it's probably
No,
this
it's like-
year's hatch of Blanchard's cricket frog.
Can I hold him too?
Sure.
After I'm holding it after Drake.
So they have usually a little triangle-shaped patch on their head, although this one's so
What would
small,
they
you might
pee
not
on?
be able to
No,
tell.
actually, I don't want to ward again.
Frogs don't give you warts, that's a no.
That's a toad.
What?
I just hope it's not poisonous, so I'll take my chances.
That's so the children would stop grabbing frogs.
Yeah. Because moms don't.
Not hard though.
Here, I said, oh! What?
Water.
What happened? What happened?
Bit me.
He didn't bite you.
I feel like a tickle, but it bit me.
I'm sure it was a tickle.
Most of them are called like something
Don't put.
like rust or something like that.
I feel played. Talking about life. Talking about things.
Hey man. Hey girl.
Be careful, Jacob.
Is that more ragweed?
Be careful on the edge, guys.
Stacy, the one that me and you are going.
It's really sensitive briar. We might
Be careful on the edge.
move. Oh, a spore. Actually, the jewelweed I was talking about earlier, that has another name, which is called spotted honey.
Guys,
It's called that.
be careful on the edge.
Completely, man.
Stop goofing off, man.
This is called Ceresia.
Guys, be careful chasing that frog.
He jumped. And he hesitated though.
He thought about it. He said, am I going to get caught or am I just going to jump? He took a leap.
I don't know if that's true. Longest I've heard by somebody I know and trust is like 26 years or something like that. It's hard to get them out of an old field. They stay there for like forever. Yeah, mugginess is setting in. Once we get away from the lake, it might get a little bit better. I'm sweating a lot.
Come on, guys.
Water plants.
Be careful. You're pretty close. You all right? You sneezing? Oh. Be careful, guys. What you see?
I saw a frog and I saw something else. Come on, we have. Yeah, she's inside out. It's a polo shirt. Blue like polo shirt? Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, I found a lizard.
Don't slip. There's a metal board right behind you.
I found a lizard.
A lizard?
Southern Missouri is all
Guys,
limestone.
I just saw a bullfrog.
You get north, and it's north is sandstone and dolomite, and a little bit of granite.
I saw it. You see it? It's gray. There are only 3 kinds of poisonous lizards in the world. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get out of here. And so basically, you don't have to worry about any of this.
All right, come on, fellas.
Because the 3
Be careful on that edge.